be funny, but it's just like
With like the over-exaggerated like emotion.
not even over-exaggerated, because sometimes a lot of that stuff is just like also how does it translate into even like from like page to screen or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but it's just like the comedy, it's just you can tell like maybe the writers just aren't very whatever, but yeah, I just thought it was really funny in spots, but then it was able to just like immediately switch without like also losing you. It's just cool.
So it's not like Devil May Cry like the game, right?
No, it's
No.
different. It's
No,
different.
no.
It's Devilman, which is a franchise,
Like
like
an
an
IP
older
thing.
show. They pretty much like remade it into like it's a remake basically.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's not the same story though. Like it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like some of the same characters, pretty
Okay.
much.
Yeah. I think my favorite though still is I just like Baki. I think Baki's really funny.
Oh my god. I love you, dog.
I've
I love that
only
show so
watched
much.
So good. It's so funny.
Is it actually good?
It's incredible.
It's like it's really stupid, and but it's like really, it just is really fun. It's like it's the most like unexpected body horror. I love how that guy draws just like the human anatomy. It's just grotesque and also like it's very like campy and just funny, and I think it's just it's a really easy watch too. Like even the filler episodes just are kind of just fun and stupid.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. I like that one.
It has the same effect as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where the first arc seems like weird, and you're like, why did it end that way? But then you realize the first arc is very important in a later arc. So like the first episode is all build up, but the build up is so cool. It's just like cool fight after cool fight with characters that you think are random, then it makes sense later. And like the main character, dude, this part was so cool. Literally has a power up arc by just fucking this girl for like 3 episodes.
The fuck?
It was because his dad was like, you need to become a man.
Yeah.
And if you're a man, you need to have sex. And he's like, okay, Dad, I'll do it.
All right, I will. It's just funny too because and then all the other filler stuff where he's the girl in the episodes like Baki, you can't be fighting people all the time, whatever, and it's like him in like a normal outfit, but he's like 16, and he's like 7 feet tall, and he's like jacked, and he's just like, I have to like stop my dad, in like blue jeans and stuff. And you're like, this is so fucking stupid.
So it becomes so dumb, it's actually entertaining.
I think so. Yeah.
What's your favorite arc out of curiosity? Or favorite moment?
I really like in the one of the newer seasons. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of really funny stuff. I really like it's mostly just like how stupid some of the fighters are. Like he fights this like world-class surgeon he's like, I know, I'm the best surgeon in the world or whatever. And he's like jacked, like huge.
What?
And he sits there and he like my fingers are scalpels. And he cuts Baki's eye, like redness to his eye, so he's blind in the fight. And he's like, ha! See, I knew precise precision, whatever. And he's just this giant, like a gorilla man, like
What the
huge deal. And like that kind of stuff's funny. It's just always funny seeing how Baki like comes out of it. And yeah, he's like 14.
Yeah.
Like that kid sure can fight. You're like, that's your response to this. It's like, what the fuck?
I think
Gets his eyes cut out.
one of the coolest things Baki does. Very rare do other shows do this. Sometimes they're not rare, but it's one of my favorite like things that happens. They don't show Baki getting stronger by like showing him train, but sometimes they show Baki getting stronger by like showing other people train.
Yeah.
And then Baki comes out of nowhere and just wrecks their shit in one hit.
Yeah.
Sort of like a Rocky moment, I think.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just see him get the shit kicked out of him. He's like, "Ugh," and he comes out and gets,
Dude,
I thought about actually watching that.
You
It
should.
seems so fucking ridiculous.
dude, you really should.
Yeah.
It's like a really, really easy watch, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they got Mike Tyson in it, and they got Muhammad Ali in it.
What?
I know that they have Muhammad
Yes.
Ali.
I did not know about that.
It's really funny how they introduce the characters too. Baki's like, so who are you? Once again, 14, 7 feet tall. He's like, I'm Muhammad Ali. And you're like, excuse me? What's that? And he's like, I'm the greatest boxer to ever live. And just like looks at the camera. You're like, all right, that's a
No shame.
yeah.
There it is. Wow.
They're doing that a lot more in current anime.
What?
Where they bring in real life like athletes into their shows.
Yeah.
Like for example, like there's another show called Blue Lock, where they introduce I think his name is Ronaldo Messi. I think that's
What?
Oh, the
Isn't- they put
a football player?
Messi in Blue Lock?
yeah. They put Messi in Blue Lock and Pascal. I think if that's
I thought Messi was like impossible to get a hold of, or like
Well,
he's like a
probably,
unicorn.
Someone like voice acting for him, right?
Oh, no.
I'm only like 6 episodes into Blue Lock.
you started watching it.
I did when it started, but
You like it?
yeah, it's pretty good.
I love it. It's one of my favorites right now.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they don't have a voice. They just like show images of him, and like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they like quote him because like everything in Blue Lock, it seems like superpowers, but all the special moves they do are actually real moves that soccer players have done in real life. And bro, it's so good.
Oh, isn't that anime about soccer?
Yep.
Oh, Oh my god.
It's like Squid
What,
Games. Soccer.
dude? What?
It's soccer Squid Games.
Yeah.
People die?
So
Oh,
they don't die, but their dreams die.
What?
yeah.
And so they lose their meaning of their
Yeah,
life.
Which is
isn't it like
worse.
if they
To be fair,
lose, they're never
it's pretty
allowed to
bad.
play soccer again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But it's like they're all these people that are like, soccer's my dream. I want to be a pro soccer player. It's
Yeah.
like, if you lose this, you're never touching a soccer ball ever again.
Wow.
Yeah, and some people, when they get told you can't play ever again, like they become like disgusting versions, like pathetic, like blobs of who they once were. So
Yeah.
it's like seeing like the symbolic death.
It's like a mental, like, fucking like,
Yep.
mind fuck. Or
And
something.
every single time, and this just happened. I just watched episode 23. Oh my god, what a plot twist! Every single time you think you know where the show's going, it just completely goes out the window.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch soccer anime. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know if it's, I don't know
really.
if it's your thing, but it is good.
Yeah.
You might like Devilman Crybaby though.
I mean, if there's demons and devils and swords and guns and shit, yeah, I think I
Oh,
like
then
it.
yeah, you'll
All
love
right.
Okay, but did you like ever like Dragon Ball Z or like superheroes?
I like Dragon Ball Z until they kept replaying the same fucking episode right before Goku kills Frieza.
Yeah.
And they played that on TV in like 3rd grade 4 weeks in a row, and I said, fuck this.
I can't remember the exact number.
Too much.
But before Dragon Ball Z had a Kai, which was a quicker version of Dragon Ball Z, I think it was like 18 so chat commenters know. It was like 18 episodes of Goku charging a spirit bomb. Of him just standing there.
Yeah.
Just doing fuck all. But you should try to watch 1 or 2 episodes of Blue Lock. I just didn't know. Because it's really I was like, oh, it's a soccer anime. It's so much more than that.
I'm almost afraid if I'll like it. Like, I'm afraid to like a soccer anime
Why?
because it's just so ridiculous.
It's so cool.
There's a lot of sports animes. They're pretty good. Yeah, there's like what's the basketball called?
Kuroko no Basket,
I
Ice
don't-
Shield
I don't think
21,
I care for Haikyuu.
Haikyuu,
It's good though.
Freeze
oh my
Weird.
god.
Haikyuu is a volleyball anime. It's like, isn't Haikyuu like one of the most popular sports anime?
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, but people like it.
That is crazy. I had no idea about any of this. Wow.
I'm gonna send you some videos, Asma.
Oh god.
I hope to God you like it.
Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know. I mean, I've been watching Log Horizon. That's like a
Oh,
it's
no.
a what?
Isekai.
Oh, have
Oh,
you
I
seen
watched
it?
that one. I watched it when it came out though, which was like years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's
it too
actually
well.
good. Yeah,
it was
actually, I
good.
kind of like it. It's just like a video game anime. It's like, oh yeah, I play video games. Okay, I can get this. I
Yeah,
understand.
I
this.
So
understand.
you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, if you like it, I will watch it because I want to know what you like. So I will watch it as well. I gave up after
Okay.
2 episodes. I thought it was not that good, but I'll watch more.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, to me, like usually it's not as interesting as Overlord. I would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say from what I remember, it's similar to Overlord, like just one of those like isekai, like MMO inspired animes. I don't remember like anything like super crazy about it.
Okay. Did you like Overlord?
Why? You didn't like it?
I thought that shit was ass, bro.
Why?
I don't like the art style. They change what the show's about later in the seasons. They go from more like action to like political, which also pisses me off. They do the same thing for Attack on Titan, which is it's different for Attack on Titan. It doesn't make sense, but like Overlord, I've never been a fan of at all.
I
They
like season 1.
also Albedo didn't exist in the light novels. They just added her in just for fan service, which I think is good.
Apparently, she did exist in the light novels because
Yeah.
we talked about this and a commenter corrected me.
Really?
Is that she did not exist in the original, like the extended version, and
Yeah.
then the light novels added her in, and then the anime just took what the light novels had.
Oh, okay.
That's what a random YouTube commenter said, and I'm just repeating this as if it's a fact.
Yeah.
I have actually no idea.
I mean, it
He
sounds.
probably knows it. What dead
Yeah.
turtle fetus 377? He probably knows what he's
Yeah,
talking
of course.
Turtle's a good dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy's head on straight.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows what's up.
about. Fuck.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, as the best Dark Souls player on this podcast, and therefore the best gamer on this podcast, I feel obligated to tell you that Starforge Systems is the go-to computer for all things PC gaming. I really couldn't imagine rolling 3 times, swinging my sword, and then rolling 3 more times on any other PC. Whether it's their Horizon line, which is great for new gamers, or someone just looking for a great deal, or their Voyager line, which is built with streamers like me in mind, you can't go wrong with a Starforge Systems computer. Go to starforgesystems.com and become a god gamer, just like me. Okay, I've got our little game here if you guys want to do that.
Let's do the
now.
game.
It's probably a good time. Okay, so this game, we've done this before. It's basically our producer helps come up with these. It's like a shitty description of a gamer anime, and then we have to guess what it is, but I'm gonna be the one reading this, so I guess you guys can score points.
Sure.
Okay. The first thing is, do you want me to tell you if it's a game or anime, or do you just want it to be like open? Like,
I think it would probably. Yeah, don't tell us.
don't tell us. Okay.
Meat, are you ready?
Got
Yeah.
8 here.
I'm
let's go.
gonna do very bad at this.
No, you're gonna kill it,
This,
man.
this shit's fun. Okay, first one. Buzzkill girl refuses to try mushrooms.
Super Mario.
That was a good guess. That was a
I
good
thought
guess.
Peach.
That was a
I
good,
don't know.
good guess.
Buzzkill girl tries to try
Refuses to try mushrooms.
I mean, it's not Metroid, is it?
No.
Okay.
Mob Psycho. Can we get the genre? Now that we've all lost.
It is. It was originally a game.
Buzzkill girl tries to get mushrooms.
I have no idea.
Zelda.
No idea.
Last of Us.
Yes.
No way.
Last of Us.
My man.
What?
Oh yeah.
Point for
Wow,
Hey, Papa
okay.
Pete.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I was like, wait, we just talked about this earlier. I can't.
Yeah, well, I was like mushroom. What I'm like Mario, and now Last of Us.
I haven't played it or seen it yet. so-
Okay, there you go.
Sam.
Okay. Next, the story of a boy and his relationship with his right hand.
Legend of Zelda?
No.
The Hyrule, the Triforce.
See, I get what you
Yeah.
mean, but like,
Yeah.
wait, no, that actually is good. No,
Yeah.
it's not Zelda.
Parasite?
Yeah.
Didn't know
Anime.
what that one was.
W.
Okay, a middle schooler learns to count in an emotionally healthy.
I'm Psycho.
way. Yep.
Go.
Jesus.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
I got the mushroom one. I'm happy about that.
A man fights ghosts as he struggles with his eating disorder.
What? Luigi's Mansion?
No.
That was a good one.
Okay.
I haven't seen the whale yet, but that sounds like the whale.
Yeah.
A man fights ghosts as he struggles with his eating disorder.
Oh man.
Fight ghost. The eating disorder thing is the craziest part. I cannot correlate that at all.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, genre? What's the genre?
It's a video game. It's an old video game.
Ghost
Old
of
video
Goblins? Like, I don't know.
It's an old video game.
Dead Space, Resident Evil.
Older than that.
Oh, so old.
Mario?
Yeah, not Mario.
Wait, what was it?
She said it was older than
Oh.
Older than Dead Space.
Dead Space. Yeah.
It's a very old game. And
Oh, Pac-Man.
yes.
Let's go. Hell yeah.
3-1-0.
Okay. Yeah.
A group of nudists cause chaos as they dine with their friends.
Darling.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Oh, sick. Hell yeah, dude.
An orphan raised by birds fights pirates as she deals with a jellyfish infestation.
Oh, that is Metroid.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Asmund?
It's Ridley.
What the? Oh, yeah, true.
Two girls struggle to keep their clothes on as they collect coins.
Kill a Kill? Like coins.
Two girls.
Two girls struggle to keep their clothes on as they collect coins. Amaranth.
No.
Excel Saga.
Man.
It is an anime. The only person here who might have seen this is Tecton. I don't know if this one is fair.
Kill the Kill. Darling in the Franks. I have no idea.
Should I just...
Did it say it?
It's panty and stocking with garter belt.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's an old one, bro. That's an old
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Bring your son to work day goes terribly wrong.
Oh, man.
I don't know why. I don't know why I had to whisper it, but
3-2-2.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like whispered every time.
I did every time. I was ashamed of every answer. I'm like, I'm sorry.
That was good. I've actually never watched that.
I've seen the first episode, so that was
So that. Oh my god.
perfect.
go.
That's the first episode. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, watch it, don't read it.
Really?
Yeah, they changed the ending.
Well, dude, I heard they my friend, that's like his favorite thing. They're like, oh, I did 4 different endings.
Yeah.
or something like that, something crazy.
The good one is the anime one.
Okay.
Okay. So is it? Wait, I thought that there was like 3 different movies or something like that.
Yeah, there's like rebuilds and shit too.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
They remade the show.
Oh, so you just mean the show ending, not the movie ending?
Yeah, the anime ending of Evangelion, the original one, is really, really, really good.
I remember it would come on Adult Swim, like really, really late at night. That was the first way that I actually got into anime, as I would watch Ghost in the Shell and Full Metal Alchemist. And like,
Yep.
I never stayed up to watch Evangelion, ever.
The only one I ever stayed up for was just because Inuyasha was the first one in the Toonami block.
God, Inuyasha was so annoying.
I hated that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Watching,
God.
yeah, the amount of time, I think they say his name like 80 times an episode.
Yeah.
Falls down a goddamn well and just screams Inuyasha for like
Yep.
22 minutes. You're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
know
my
if I could
God.
handle that. That'd be too much for me.
I like it, but I remember back then I was like, his sword's cool.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I just want to say, your Pinocchio video is one of the greatest piece of like art I've ever seen.
Wow. I don't know if I appreciate that. But
Yeah.
I can't obviously accept that compliment. But
Yeah.
Well, it's been thrown in your direction. The 3D one is so cool, and the premise of it is so cool. I mean, even the original one as well is awesome as well. But I watch it all the time, and I show it to all my friends.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Is there what video are you most proud of where you would accept a compliment? So you're fighting demons, huh?
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, there's, I mean,
It's always crazy when you see someone who's accomplished amazing things, created amazing art, and they're like, it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of how, I mean, if I had to say, I really like the Yokai Bob the Builder one was, that one was cool just because I had never done like another language before, and that was cool being able to give voice actors and do that kind of thing and
Yeah.
make like a weird. Also, I was just like really into like reading about yokais and stuff. I was like really in that, and I just thought it was really cool. And I really like the music at the end as well. So.
What is there like a video that you really don't like? Oh, also the Logan Paul one, bro, that shit had me dying. We're like meeting Logan Paul in like a back alley.
Oh yeah.
That shit is.
Oh,
yeah, you saw
my-
that shit too.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that he's not mad about that. DaBaby got mad too over that video.
Wait, what?
Had Migos message me on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you gotta do one. You gotta do another one or something, whatever." But apparently, I think that like they shared that video around like a text chain or something like that. But yeah, that motherfucker was not happy. Saying a lot of people are like usually really like they don't. Usually, a lot of people are just like, "This is funny." They don't care. But some people are. I probably can't say all of them, but
Was Logan Paul mad?
I don't think he hasn't really ever addressed. I did hear Mike say something about it or something, but really they didn't say anything about
No,
it.
nothing.
Yeah.
What was the worst reaction you've had? Like anybody that gets like really, really mad.
I don't know if I can say.
Say it. That's
like a-
pretty bad then.
There was like a legal thing that happened with it.
Jesus.
I could tell you when we're done recording, but that
Okay.
that once again, motherfucker was mad kind of deal.
What about one that you could say?
Somebody who was mad or
Yeah,
upset.
yeah.
I heard the first time, I think Linus. That was like one of the first people, and I just like kind of used his likeness, but it wasn't whatever.
Yeah.
I remember he was kind of like he didn't really like it and stuff. I don't think Shane Dawson liked it.
You put a cat in there?
I wish. No, I put cat hair on his shirt though, so that was.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
But yeah, other than that, usually people are cool with it.
That
Mr.
made,
Beast. Did you guys see that?
oh, holy shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, you made a
So
video on
bad
it,
for
right? The
Mr.
Mr. Beast cured blindness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I just wanted to make I thought it was an interesting premise because whenever I was told that the kid in the thumbnail was like AI or he was like not even a real kid
Yeah,
or something, he's not even in the video or anything. I thought that was cool. That was like the video I wanted to do is like what happened to him.
Yeah.
So that was the video.
Like he used an AI kid in his thumbnail.
That's what I was told, but the kid isn't in the video or anything.
I think that's a good idea, personally.
Yeah, because like then
Yeah.
it's like you don't have like a kid like when they grow up.
Yeah. I think that's super smart.
Yeah.
Did you see the Mr. Beast controversy though, where people were angry at him for curing blindness and saying that he only does it for his own self-interest, not because he wants to help the world?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I even on like the video I released, people were just like, people kept saying like, because I know the big news is like Twitter hates him
Yeah.
or something, and I think that people mistook what I did, which it's like it's a very, it's funny because what I forgot the kind of in like business, there's like a specific name for what he does now because it's like, yeah, but it's like it's like out of like making money through charity kind of thing. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But it's like an interesting debate with people of like the moral of like, is it correct what he's doing or something?
Well, he makes money off of doing like charitable acts, but then he takes all the money that he makes and reinvest it
Yeah.
into doing more.
It's true. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Money has to come from somewhere, and then the way
Yeah.
I feel is like if he's using it to do good, if he takes some for himself, like what's different from other people who are making content that's not for helping people, you know?
I think that what happens is that you got people that are sitting at home doing fucking nothing.
Yep.
And they see somebody go out there and do this, and it makes them think, wow, I'm doing fucking nothing.
Yep.
And there's gotta be a way that I can take that and make it not as good as what it is so I can feel better about where I'm at. I think that's what's
I don't think there's really any argument that you could say that what he's doing is negatively impactful.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the biggest thing that the critique and stuff that I've seen is the ethics of like, I get like, I don't even know how to say this. It's like the weird thing with like Johnny Carson. When Johnny Carson retired, you found out that he donated like, tens and tens of millions of dollars privately without doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like profiting off of your acts of charity and stuff like that. Is it selfless? Does it still hold the same kind of merit and weight and
Is there
stuff?
any true altruism?
Which at the same time, it's like the deeds are being done. So
Yeah.
it's like he's still implementing the same kind of positive change. But I think that people feel maybe grossed out by the aspect of like, oh, this isn't coming from a genuine place. This is all for money.
I think
I
that
see it's like promoting
I think
it.
it's just purity testing. It's people.
I
that
think
are
so.
looking-
And
yeah.
but I think that that's just the line. And
I
it's like
do, I do
they
think that there's examples of that though. Like in my
Yeah.
mind, I feel like any time, like the line for me is that if somebody is doing something charitable to try to like erase something bad that they've done, or to like
Yeah.
change.
But yeah, it's like Logan Paul. Like Logan Paul reinvesting
Yeah.
people and like fucking with people's money, and he's like, well, I'm doing the right thing by doing this, but it's like you shouldn't have even done it in the first
Well,
place.
it's like you do CryptoZoo, scam $20 million,
Yeah.
and then you set up a fund for like $100,000, and it's like, look at me, you know?
And yeah, just a lot of like jealousy and other kinds of weird shit where people are just like, I wish I had a fucking $1 million to give away, or like even have $1 million. And it's just weird things. But it's interesting though that kind of subject and stuff. Like they're teaching that in college now. Of like, what is the moral like dilemma between this kind of thing? It's like taught in like philosophy classes and business classes and stuff.
I just
Very
feel like
interesting.
so much of it is like it's like copium from people to try to find a reason why it's okay for them to do nothing, or it's slightly less bad for them to
And
do.
also, I mean,
Yeah.
he's the biggest guy. People, I mean, like
Yeah.
people desperately want to see him
Oh,
fuck up.
Oh,
absolutely.
100%.
Desperately.
Yeah.
Because then it's just a thing where it's like, you're against the grain, all this kind of stuff, and you're like, see,
Oh,
he was a
yeah.
piece of shit, blah blah blah.
I always knew it.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing, and it sucks, but it's just like that's what comes with like success. That's what comes with like notoriety, being that public person, especially when your whole thing is like being a good person.
Yeah.
Then people really want to see you.
They're like,
fuck
then,
up.
yeah, they're like, there's got to be a way that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to do anything good on the internet when people think that you don't have, I guess,
Ulterior motives.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like I did a speed run versus other streamer called Senna, where I wanted to break her PB. Tried for 8 hours, couldn't do it because I'm shit at Super Mario 64. I'm just saying, I'm terrible at that fucking game. And I said, if I don't do it, I'm gonna go to Walmart and give people $500.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going around and I'm giving people money. I mean, this one lady cried because apparently she really needed it, and that was really
Yeah.
cool. It was a very nice moment, and I cried because I'm a sympathetic crier. I'll just be real. When somebody cries, I cry. It just happens. And then I see a bunch of comments being like, "Oh, this is so cool, so cool." And then one guy's being like, he's just doing this to just try to seem like he's a good person. And I'm like,
It's one of those things where you
It's
can't
so weird.
win. Because I remember
100%.
a couple years ago there was an instance where a lot of streamers were donating to like a specific charity and like posting their donations, being like, "Oh, I hope like this makes other people want to donate." I donated to it as well. Didn't post it because I don't really tweet much, and then I had people attacking me for not donating to it, even though I did just privately, and I was just like, well, but then those people who posted it were also getting attacked, being like,
Well, yeah.
Yep.
performative.
Yeah,
you just-
exactly.
you just can't win.
No, you never can, and that's just the fucked up thing with like money and everything else. And also, there's just so many scummy people out there doing horrible things with like old prank stuff of like
Yeah.
giving homeless people money, and it's just like
It's like, here's money.
here's
but
$500, and I'm
it's
gonna
fake money.
I'm gonna either that or I gave this guy $500, and it's like I give you $500, but I know that I'm gonna make like $40,000 off this video,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And there's like weird kind of like shit like that. But yeah, but at the same time, it's like a weird thing that you just have to unfortunately say fuck everybody.
There is a way to win at an Emmy. What you do?
Care.
No. Is you donate the money, and then you have people that are mad at you for donating the money, and then you make a YouTube video reacting to the people that are mad, and you monetize that YouTube video,
Yup.
and then you act like a victim.
That's a little,
There it is.
That's the classic double dip right there.
The old double dipper.
Yeah.
You always got to find a way to come out
That's
ahead.
smart.
Yeah.
Well, so your last video you posted was 8 days ago. This podcast from today will probably be posted in about 11 days. Will you have a new video published by then?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Sneeko Charlie video up this Sunday.
That's it that quickly?
Oh my God.
We started that today. That's pretty easy though, so we're gonna try to get it done in I think 4 days.
How big is your team? Say we.
We're like yeah. So luckily now that like I'm making money on it, I'm able to get other artists and stuff to help me. I'd say like probably like 10 to 12 people per
damn,
video.
okay.
So like animators, background artists, like composers, people who like can mix the audio and all that stuff and make it happen.
Do you ever just have like little images you put in as like inside jokes between you and your buddies, like very obscure frames? Or no?
I used to, but not anymore, just because everything goes by in such a blur
Yeah,
that I don't have those fun moments
Oh,
anymore. I'm just like, it has to get done. Just go, run, fly, my friend, kind of thing. So but sometimes like we have a like I think on the like a Twitch person asked if I could just put something on Charlie's tattoo or whatever. It's like really small and you'll never be able to see it, but it's like one of those things where it's like they know that's there.
That's so cool, actually.
But it's just
Yeah.
like you'd never be able to see it with all the movement and stuff like that. But still, it's just the thing of like I know it's there because I saw him put it on there.
Yeah.
So doing those kind of things aren't too hard.
That's crazy. Like, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I remember whenever I did animation in Macromedia Flash, like back in like the early 2000s. And I remember whenever I was animating at 12 frames per second, and then I changed it to 24, and I saw how much better it was, and I was mad because I knew I had to do twice as much work. Like, I cannot imagine animating actually something seriously. It would take so much time. So there's no surprise you need that many people to have that level of turnaround.
And also, it's just like when I first started out, it's like with anything. I don't know, probably with anything, but you start out and you're like wanting to be a one-man team and just be like, I did this all myself, blah blah. But then you kind of drop the ego once you like let other people in to help elevate things. Of like an animator that's like you could practice for 40 more years and you would never animate as good as them.
Yeah.
And they are like, you're lucky enough to have them be like, yeah, I'd work on this with you. And just like elevate it and make it look even cooler than what it is. And it's just like a fun collaborative experience. And that's like the coolest thing with what I do now is just being able to work with so many awesome artists where you're just like learning and you guys like chatting together and you're just like making cool shit just to make it kind of stuff. So,
You ever played Mario Kart?
back in the day.
So the new Mario Kart, I don't know how, maybe you know how it works. You know how animation sprites work. So they do 60 FPS by taking 30 FPS and then duplicating the frames to make it 60 FPS. Does that actually work? Or no? Like, does that look good or is that like cheap?
I don't really know. I mean, like in terms of like coding and stuff, it might look fine because those are like all kinds of different elements that are moving simultaneously. It's also fixed on a set camera that's like that you're controlling or on a track. So I have no idea. Versus like if you just took a thing that you made and you just doubled the frames, it would just look super rushed and like because the animation you're doing is set to the frame, like the time code you're using, which is like the standard is like 24 FPS or whatever. But if you just double that, it would just look like a quick chaotic mess and it wouldn't be catered to 48 or whatever.
Because there's also like AI bots that like upscale videos to 4K.
Oh, yeah.
How does that work? Do you know how that works at all?
I have no fucking magic.
Okay, cool.
It's like it's simultaneously like coding and like repixelating and like it's like doing everything that you've ever done for like a still image of like saturation, sharpening the image, like all kinds of stuff simultaneously through code. Like, who fucking knows? It's like the dude who made like that chess computer that beat the chess champion. Deep Blue or whatever. It's like you don't even know. They're just like we just numbers. And it's like what's the weirdest thing? It's the answer's always just numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I failed algebra, so I don't know anything about
Right. Same.
AI.
Same, okay.
I did too. Don't feel bad.
I like how almost everybody here. Did you fail algebra? All right, so we have three out of the 4 people
To
here.
be fair, I did get a C, but
It's not failing.
It's pretty much
it's
fair.
not failing. But like at the same time,
Oh, come on.
like we weren't really
You weren't happy
doing
with the
that
C?
much.
But listen, I didn't give a shit. But the way that your parents say it, it's like if you don't get A's or B's, you're a moron.
Well, like we were
Yeah.
trying to stick pencils in the ceiling the whole time, and so like we didn't really know anything about math.
Throwing rocks and putting
Eating
pencils in the ceilings, eating dirt.
it is.
Yeah. This is just algebra in Texas.
All right.
Well, I think this is probably the episode, no?
Which one?
But no, I think like this is probably enough for the episode.
Oh yeah, I mean it's almost 2 hours. We've been going for a while. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
This was awesome.
Yeah, did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. It was great. I
Oh,
love this
yeah.
set and everything. I'm a big sucker for sets
Yeah.
and stuff, but it was nice. Also, like literally first time meeting all of you guys. So
Yeah, I know.
seriously, thank you.
I know. I had no idea that you were like just here in Texas and everything. And yeah,
Same. I had
right
no
around.
idea.
I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
right down
fuck?
the road.
Yeah, you're also hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like hilarious.
Appreciate it.
So you stream too on Twitch?
Yeah, it's just art stream. I stream like about every day.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow.
You stream every day?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Meat Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Got
just, like, do you stream like your entire process, or are there times where you're like, okay, I don't want to be live while I'm like doing the grind?
I find actually that streaming it has been like really motivational. Of like
Oh, sick.
when you feel not like it's like I have to perform, but it's like it's something where it kind of keeps your foot on the gas to keep like going, because then you like you
don't
can
lose
chat with people, but then it's if I'm like working by myself, I'll get it done. But also there's times where you just like look over at YouTube and you like look back. It's like, oh, I've been looking at YouTube videos for 2 hours,
Yeah.
kind of something. So just like it's like just a huge speed bump. So this is kind of cool. Of like if I'm just sitting here not doing anything and it's just like a flash panel with like nobody working on it, it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least being able to do that and just draw some shit and then have people like ask about stuff. So it keeps the brain fresh.
And is your Twitch twitch.tv/Meat Canyon?
Probably. I just know I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
I just know I'm just know I'm Meat Cannon on Twitch. So
One
Cool.
streamer award, best artist, and
Doesn't
best
even
art
know his own channel.
Yeah, like what's his
That's
channel?
sick.
I
That's
don't
kinda-
know.
That's-
I don't know the link deal, but I just know if
Yeah.
you type in Meat Cannon.
If that's your username, then that's your
Yeah,
link.
Yeah,
our,
yeah, yeah.
our editor will
I'm
put
sure
it
the
on.
editors.
Oh, okay, cool.
link on the
Yeah.
screen.
You like death metal and cartoons, feel free to stop by.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. That's badass.
That is badass.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and we will, I guess, see you probably in the next one.
Yep. And for all y'all who like, comment, and subscribe, thank you. And for us who, for y'all who,
we have to read the review.
yep, for y'all who follow us on Apple Podcasts, who subscribe to Apple Podcasts, I want to say thanks for leaving a comment. We have somebody called Topher Gopher Yo who posted a comment on March 12th, 2023. Title of the comment: Kick Ass, 5 stars. And he would have rated it 6 stars, but no one talks about steak or eggs. Shame. Thank you.
Fuck, he's right. We didn't,
Yeah.
we didn't say anything about steak
know.
eggs one time here.
Never talked about steak and eggs.
We really should do a contest where we see who can cook the best steak and eggs.
I'm not going to cook an egg.
Cool. Never mind.
All right, well,
Never mind. Okay.
No, we're not doing that. It's fine.
I personally love steak and eggs.
We all do steaks.
I'll do steak.
Well, let's just do steaks. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Who cooks the best steak? And we'll have meat will judge. You want to be the meat man?
I would totally,
Meat man.
I would totally be a judge for steak eating.
There it is.
All right.
Easy. That's the
All
story.
right, you gonna eat the $2 steak?
I will absolutely eat the $2 steak.
Fucking delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for watching today. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Then you turn and you look at me. There's a little glimmer that I can see. A spark in your eyes. It makes me realize all we need is you and me. And light shine from your eyes. It brightens.
Steak and Eggs podcast. I've been late to every episode so far. I'm sorry about that, guys.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. You suffer more than man.
That's
if
actually
I-
not true.
If
Both
I
of you have
call
been late.
myself out, wait, you were late too?
I was late for a reason. Actually, you know what? If you're just gonna call me out for being late, I will just tell you why I'm late. So if you notice my katana here,
Oh fuck. Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
you wanted us to
Let's
ask
go.
about
Let's
that.
just get this out of the way.
well, I actually had a fun little game because in the previous episode, you told all of the steak and egg viewers that I stole your katana. So today we have a mini game.
Wait, did I say that you stole it?
Maybe or
Yeah, that was episode 1 where I talked about the video where you swung at the tree. Yeah, they put that in episode 1.
To be fair, I fucked that thing up and then I just gave it back to you.
Yeah, and so, but you didn't seem happy, so I had a mini game.
All right, let's do it.
Blood Forge.
That's sick. Wait, why is it red?
Blood Forge.
What does that mean?
It's used by Titan Knight.
Or I just made it the fuck up like everything else in the game.
Okay.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm not wearing shoes right now. Should I put my shoes on? Okay. Oh, okay.
Whoever loses gets the small one. Okay. However, this is an authentic replica of a character from Demon Slayer, of which I forgot the name of. Regardless, this is from Demon Slayer.
Isn't it that girl with like the green and pink hair?
No.
Hers is
That's
like a
the
wavy
squiggly
one.
one.
Oh.
I think it's like a dude in the beginning. And we also have a dual-edged Damascus Forge battle medal. Okay. So, as
Before we do this, let's give her the small ones.
No!
Yeah, I mean, like, it just makes sense, guys. Come on.
it's very simple. All you gotta do, all you gotta do is beat MMO and Rocket League. That's it. Okay? You have one chance. Whoever loses gets the small one. Whoever wins gets the big one. You got it. No, you didn't go on the right side, bud. You gotta do button. Okay. Yeah. 2, 3, go. Yup. 1, 2, 3, go. What?
I saw it. Can we play this?
We can all, I looked in your eyes and I could see that you were gonna do paper.
Hey, if you ain't,
I could tell.
you ain't cheating, you ain't trying it.
That's right.
There you go.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Why does
Shit.
he's just
It's
gonna
nice, right?
he's just gonna ruin that one too. Okay, how much was
It's-
wait
it's
that
sharp,
one's
it's sharp.
cool.
Sharp.
Yeah, it is.
Shit.
Yeah, careful with that.
I can cut half of this.
There definitely
I
is.
don't know. Amy, where's your Kirby? No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking bastard.
Yeah. It's too bad, huh?
Doesn't it just
That
feel
is too bad.
Yeah. Wow.
That's sort of me.
Good.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know they
Plastic.
make some for you.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That is so cool.
It's being bullied.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, yeah, great game, Sector. We should play more of these games.
Yeah, 100.
Well, this is such a fun game.
Okay, but can we talk about how I would have won if he knew how it works?
That's also true. That's very true.
Okay, all right. So now we're gonna change the rules. All right, we can go back. You could go back and look at it frame by frame, and you'll see.
No, I'll be real.
Alright, I will.
I saw that shit in slow motion. I was like, Asmon cheated his ass off, and that was
right.
badass.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
speaking of badass.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
I rewatched the first episode. I
Yeah.
said badass like 1,000 times.
I know.
Did you do that on purpose?
Okay, so fun fact. Before I went live, or before we went live with the episode, I have this buddy, his name's Laurel, and randomly him and I just getting like these weird waves where we just say one word a lot. I have a new one that I'm gonna debut right now.
Oh no.
I'm locked in. Okay, that's the new one. Dude, it is badass.
Are the finger movements part of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
locked in.
What is
Yeah,
this
got it.
from? This sounds like a
This?
Valorant thing.
I was at a party. I was at a party and we were all playing this game called like Stir the Pot, where we were like 13 buddies sitting in a row and we were all shit talking each other. There was this one dude, his name was Lord Balvin, and before he was gonna shit talk anybody if it was in text, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm locking in. You a bitch," dude. It was so
God damn.
funny.
All right, okay.
It was a good time, but yeah, we get into those waves where we just say one word a lot, and then there was like streamers reacting to the first episode with a badass counter.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I mean, look, I think everybody does that, right? I'll go back and I'll watch videos of myself from like 4 years ago, and they'll just be like sayings that I have.
It is what it
It
is.
just annoyed. No, that's a current one. That'll annoy me in 3 years. But like the current ones are like, yeah, it is what it is. There it is, dude. Like there's probably some old ones I used to do, and I honestly forgot a lot of them, and I only remember them whenever I go back and I watch old videos, and it's like, oh yeah, wow, I was a loser.
You know what's
That's about it.
on that note?
Yeah.
Did you ever have like an old YouTube intro?
Oh, I had the same. I've had the same intro on YouTube ever since like I was a kid.
Wait, is that just what's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold.
You want to hear mine?
What?
It was bad. I mean, bad.
Yeah.
So there was this wrestling tag team called the Road Dogg Jesse James and the Badass Billy Cat. Super old tag team. They had this really cool intro, and I thought it was cool. And I also had this idea, which is awful because I do it all the time. And I thought if I just make my intro as horrible and as cringy as possible, maybe people will actually not tune it out and they'll actually like it. Yeah, but it was, what's up, y'all? It's me. It's me. It's that TECTONE. It's your old pal Texo.
That's a lot like Athens.
Yeah. Halfway there, I was like, wait a second, are you doing the same thing I am?
No, so the Road Dogg Jesse James is it's me, it's that D-O-double-G that
Yeah.
wrote us.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. It's very close though, but that.
Mine's just me talking. I don't do it on purpose, but when I do reads, my voice gets higher, so I'll be like, "Hey guys, it's me, Emmy." Then I'll start talking. It's like, "Hey y'all, what's the fuck up?" Like, and just like the pitch
It's actually
change.
even better. It's like, there's like you, oh wow, and then, hey, I noticed you haven't been subscribed. You need to subscribe right now to the channel.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. Am I right?
No, you're not.
Yeah.
It's
I've never done those, like getting people to subscribe. I need to start selling out like that. Like my channel, like I don't even have 2 million subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Oh wow, not even 2 million.
Wow,
It's
that's
awful. It's embarrassing.
just quit.
Yeah, it's pathetic. And, well, I mean, I'm uploading like 7 videos a day, okay?
Yeah.
So, like, people probably don't subscribe to me because they don't want to be under that deluge of just, like, content after content after
No, it's not that actually, because I didn't realize I wasn't subbed to you until a couple days ago. The reason is because you post so often, your shit's just in my recommended. I thought I was subscribed to you. I thought I was subscribed.
That's right.
It's there all the time.
Yeah, we're doing work.
It's actually insane how much it helps like subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications at the beginning of every video.
Well, a lot of people, all they have is a little animation where it just shows like a mouse cursor clicking the subscribe button, and that's it, and it works really well. I don't even do that.
You should.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna actually unironically start doing that.
You edit your own videos? Surely not. There's no. Yeah, hell no.
No, my editors just do that. Like, what I used to do is I actually didn't even have a YouTube channel. I just said, survival of the fittest. Whoever uploads my video first makes it. And I did that for a long time. And I had these people, like, these are like editors, and they were sending me messages like, hey, Aspen, you know, keep doing the streams. I just made 30 grand this month off your videos. And I'm like, that's awesome, man. Keep it up. And yes.
30 grand?
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, 5 more and that's a sponsor.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's play Lost Ark. Yeah, I just let him do it, and then finally, like, YouTube came out with some new policy with like duplicate content, and so I had to make like my own main channel for it. But other than that, I never even gave a shit. So yeah, they just do all the work, and all I do is just sit there. It's great.
Speaking of stream content, I had this idea for a stream that I wanted to do.
Okay.
Hopefully I've done it by the time this episode comes out. I want to just get my camera, put it on my shoulder, and then just go downtown and just pick up garbage for a whole stream.
Garbage man.
Yeah, just be a garbage man.
Okay. Well, what are you gonna do with the garbage?
Put it in a bag and throw it away.
Oh, that's so boring. Like, what if like you put all of it together and you make a house with it or something like that? You know, make a little trash igloo.
Make a boat. You can sail it down the Austin River.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just gross. You know?
You could get one of those Elon Musk flamethrowers and just set the trash on fire and burn it.
We should get a furnace.
Is that
I feel like that'd be-
illegal?
Yeah, probably. It definitely is illegal. But oh, did you guys see that thing in Austin?
The racing.
Yes. Did
Oh,
you,
the people doing donuts?
Yep.
Wait, what
oh
happened
my God.
there?
And by the way, like everybody. Okay, so look, guys. I've lived in Austin my whole life. The Texas relays come around. That shit. Like, all right, this one was a little bit. This was like an 11. But there are 9s and 8s all the time. Like, I remember this was like 10 years ago. I was parked on I-35 and people were dancing on top of their cars. And there was no coverage of this. It was just a normal everyday weekend. So it's like, I'm pretty sure that was over like downtown or in Riverside or something like that. That shit happens all the time. It's really not that big of a deal. Usually people don't set their car on fire.
Wait, but like what causes people to do that? Do they just feel like it?
Well, like, I mean, so people were doing racing, and that's what it was. They were like racing around, and then I guess the cops came over, and people started throwing fireworks at the cops, and it's just, you know, it's whatever.
Who said that?
Oh, I don't know. They probably set their own car on fire.
That happened recently?
Yeah, it was like a few days ago.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Were they driving it while it was on fire?
Really
Oh wait, this is a video.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at that, so badass. Oh my god. I think there's like a KFC near this place too. I've been there.
Oh, I used to live down there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god. That is so badass.
Dude, they're locked in.
Yeah.
Holy,
They are locked in.
holy
They're about to be locked up too.
shit,
Oh,
dude. I wish I
man.
would have known this was going on. I would have gone down.
Yeah, that's so fucking cool, right? Like, obviously, like, the thing is, like, you can't really have people doing this, but whenever it happens, it's still really funny to see it.
Dude,
I think it's great.
I was watching like pseudo documentaries on like this one dude. I forget what his name was, but he was like a Japanese street racer.
Yeah.
And he would like go driving like 170, 190 like on roads just to like challenge cops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen that. Does that not sound awesome? Like,
Well, but just like to see if they
Like,
could
straight
catch
up
him.
Tokyo
Yeah.
Drift.
yeah, exactly.
Like, unironic, just live in the movie.
Yeah, and there's so many YouTube channels where they just put the dash cam on the back and they see a police. The other day.
Damn.
You should do that, to be honest.
I should do that.
Yeah, you have the car to do it.
Sounds fun.
What's the fastest you've ever driven in your car?
I don't want to. Can they censor it? If I say-
160 miles an hour, guys. That's the fastest she's ever driven.
Oh, wait, faster?
More?
There's no way.
What the fuck?
There's
Are
no
you
way.
kidding me?
There's no way. In your new car? There's-
I don't know. Holy shit. That's
Where?
nuts.
I can't say because it's,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Jesus Christ. I mean, I
I
think,
just wanted to see if I could.
yeah, I think the most I've gone is just like 140. That was on accident.
I never look. Growing up, I have had a driver's license for, oh my god, 17 years or something like that, right? 16, 17 years.
Yeah.
I have been driving legally for a matter of months.
Sick.
So, if I ever got pulled over, I would get a ticket. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if oh, well, I wasn't really speeding, officer, or, you know, oh, well, I kind of had the right of way. So I have always driven like a complete bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I never drive over the speed limit. I'm always in the right-hand lane. I'm a good little boy, and I never pass the cops. and like, yeah, I never do that. And like, I remember like all the time. It's like whenever you're driving like that, you're constantly thinking it's like driving is a game because you're playing hide and seek with the Austin Police Department. And I've been doing this again. Well, actually, not anymore. They caught me, and so I had to actually fix everything. But yeah, it was like a big thing that I did for a long time because I couldn't afford insurance and like the license and the registration, and then I let my license lapse, and it was a big issue. And you know, I got in trouble for it, and it is what it is. But yeah, so I never drive over the limit. I am a very good boy.
I had a car where I couldn't drive over the limit. I had a car called the Chevy Spark. It had like, I think like cars, this might just be something else that I just made the fuck up. I'm gonna say it anyways. I believe like cars since the 90s on average have had over like 100, 110 horsepower. I don't think that's too far-fetched to say. Maybe it is. My Chevy Spark had 86 horsepower. And you know how they say it's like 0 to 60 in like 5, 8 seconds? My car felt like it was 0 to 60 in like 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah, like it'll get there eventually, right? And like that's down a hill. Yeah.
Bro, it was so bad. And my goofy ass, I used to be 6'8". I'm like 6'6" now. I got like a
How do you used to?
So I was playing Pokemon Go, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so I was playing Pokemon Go, and I'm in the top of this 3-story apartment. And when Pokemon Go first came out, it would show you the shadow of the Pokemon, and then how many footsteps it had. Okay, so 1 step means it was like right there. 2 steps, a little bit. 3 steps, super far away. Don't even bother. Okay, but it was either a Nidoking, Nidoqueen, or a Dragonite. It was one of those 3. Okay, and it was 1 footstep away.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, I have to go get it. So I run all the way down my flights of stairs, okay, and then I'm sprinting. I don't know which direction it is, but I'm sprinting towards a direction, hoping it pops up. And there's a pothole, okay? My right foot goes in the pothole. My left foot stays above the pothole, and I can feel my spine just go like that. I couldn't stand up straight for 6 months, and I also lived in Canada, so I couldn't afford to get medical medical help. Okay, so I couldn't stand up
I
straight.
thought it was free up there.
Not if you're not a citizen.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. So I couldn't stand up for like 6 months straight. In my college, nobody expressed sympathy. You know what they did? They called me Camelback John. It was so bad.
Camelback John.
And you just never recovered those 2 inches?
No, I don't think so. I went to the chiropractor a whole bunch, but I definitely know my spine is messed up. I should probably go see a doctor. I have not seen a doctor or doesn't get gross. I haven't seen a doctor or does in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I went to see a doctor. This is like maybe I have to see them like every year for a prescription I have. But other than that, I'm actually COVID. I've been like, yeah, I can't show up. Let's do a telemedicine meeting. But last time they did like a whole blood test and everything on me. And I remember I had like a panic attack when I had the blood test. It was awful. And so I have not done that again. And I remember I got like all the results of the blood test. And everything was normal and like healthy. And my dad didn't believe me. And because my dad was like, he's like one of the, like they can contact him about like my medical stuff. He actually asked his doctor to see my report because he thought I was lying.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he thought I was fucking lying about it. But yeah, I haven't been to the doctor since then.
I don't blame them, man. They're scary.
Yeah.
I don't like going to the doctor.
Yeah.
I finally went because of this cough that I still have. I went like 2 weeks ago. And I still have it.
I remember when you started to get that. 'Cause you didn't always have it.
Cough?
When did I get it? It was when I came back from Kansas after Christmas. I thought it was just like really fucking bad allergies because I'm allergic to grass and there's like grass blowing everywhere in Kansas and shit, but it just hasn't gone away, so maybe I'm dying finally.
I was having a conversation with Sarah about allergies and about how like, you know, some people are like allergic to like shellfish or peanuts.
Yep.
Like imagine if you like died because you ate a fucking peanut.
Well, talk about going out like a bitch.
Dude, if I was Sarah and I were talking, and Sarah said,
It's like such an awful thing to joke about.
yeah, Sarah said, if I was dying, if I was choking on a peanut, I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I would just jump out of a window and die that way instead. That way I don't look like a bitch.
Oh my god.
I even tweeted it out too. It was actually so funny. But I love Sarah.
Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine that. Like, I don't even know what kind of stuff I'm allergic to. I guess we'll find out.
Let's find
Yeah,
out.
right?
Let's fuck around and find out. Let's go get.
Oh shit! Yeah, by the time this goes live, we'll have already done the fruit tier list. I hope you're not fucking allergic to anything.
Well, it'd be funny if I died on stream.
Some people are allergic to like strawberries or citrus. Are there other fruits that people have allergies to? I think it's mostly just strawberries and citrus are the two big ones.
Maybe. I've actually never heard of a fruit allergy
Is there
before.
citrus and like a citrus like?
It's like oranges,
like
lemons.
orange. Like what about like an orange flavored like Powerade? Is there?
I don't think that's real.
It might not be real.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
You've never had like an orange juice or anything?
I've had orange soda.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Then no.
Well, I mean,
I don't think there's.
maybe some. Who knows?
I have citrus.
Dude, speaking of medical marvels, Wake Wilder went live the other day.
Yeah.
I was reacting to the VOD, and he was trying to decipher how the fuck you're still alive.
Again?
Yeah. And also, apparently, red meat isn't bad for you. Apparently, I thought it caused like
Who said
heart
it's
disease.
bad for you?
Well, if you Google red meat bad for you, is what I did. I'm a Googler. I'm talking on red meat bad for you. It'll be like heart disease.
But who might see it says too much? So like, I'm not eating too much.
I guess that's true.
Isn't that one of those things that were like people ended up saying that's not true? Like there was some doctor who said like a glass of red wine's good for you. He like admitted he like lied about that or something.
That's badass.
Just try to get an excuse to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just make up random bullshit. Like, for example, if NASA were to say that they found life on another planet, what are we gonna do? We're gonna prove them wrong?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna build a rocket? There's nothing we can do.
It's true. We just got to kind of take their word for it. You're right
Dude,
about
if,
that.
If I was NASA, I would just lie. What is
Yeah.
anybody gonna do? Nothing, because they're already not funding. Pretty sure, are they shut down or something? Or no?
I don't know. Like, I don't remember the last time we've been to the moon, so maybe.
Yeah.
Like that yeah, I mean, whatever happened to that?
I don't know, man.
I guess there's like no real. I mean, the thing is, like, if you went to the moon, theoretically, it would probably be really boring.
Yeah.
There's like nothing to do there. The internet, I mean, it probably sucks. It's like, no, I mean, think about it, right? Because it's really far away. There's no way you can do anything. Probably take like 5 minutes for a website to load. It'd be awful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't blame them for not going over to the moon anymore. Place probably sucks.
Well, we could probably just like shoot the internet
Yeah.
like one of those. And that's the thing, right? Doesn't Elon Musk have like Starlinks or something?
That's really far away, man.
You think you just?
Like really
Well, like they are satellite. They'll be able to do it. Like one day they'll be able to do it.
Yeah. If internet's on the moon, I might take a trip.
Why would you choose to live on the moon?
Well, it's like if you're fat,
What?
you're thinner and you can move around more.
You're thinner on the moon?
Actually,
Yeah.
theory. If you lose weight on the moon, then you probably live longer, don't you think? When you live longer on the moon, if you live in anti-grav, less pressure on your arteries. There was actually a research that went out the other day, or it's fake. I don't know.
Probably fake.
Yeah, probably fake.
Yeah.
Or the maximum lifespans were like. Can somebody Google this before I make myself look like an ass again? Where the maximum lifespans were like discovered. And apparently it's 114 years old for a guy and 115 years old for a female.
Yeah, let's go. One extra year.
Let's go. We're gonna party it up. But I also just don't think that's true. Isn't there like human beings that have lived in like 140 or something? They're like,
Nah, there's no way
I don't
that
think
shit's
so,
true.
no.
Like, there's
Yeah.
always kind of like medical stuff, and like it's always averages. So like, it's probably
Yeah.
going to be an average because there's already people that probably live longer than that, 150 years.
Studies suggest 150 years, maybe.
Yeah, but like they probably said like 100, like 50 years ago that 100 and like 20 was the limit. Like I never really put any stock in this kind of stuff.
yeah.
It's
or-
like they're gonna like by a time like hopefully by a time if I ever get to 120, like half of my body will be like the Terminator. You know, I'll have like red eyes, like fucking robotic arms. Like I can have like legs. I climb up a fucking building and shit. Yeah, like so I'm not even worried about that
Wait,
at all.
How old was the oldest person to live?
I don't know, probably like 120 something.
Oldest human, oldest person.
I feel like that would suck.
Yeah, what was it here?
122?
That's an old ass guy.
I feel like that can't.
Or it's a-
That's a woman.
Yeah,
That can't be true. I feel like 122 just really isn't that old.
I don't know. I mean,
What's old to you, bud?
I mean that's pretty old. You've been watching this anime with vampires and shit in it.
Yeah, I'm just
Like-
saying, like, I don't know, man.
That's pretty old, man.
22? Jesus.
Yeah, that's old, dude. That is really, really, really old. What are you talking about?
I just feel like, but like, for everything, like, we're just gonna live to 122. That's really. I feel like we're just like pussies in this species. Like jellyfish can be like 3,000. Worse than jellyfish.
There's like sharks that are 500 years old. There's turtles that are like 200 years old. Shit like that.
As long as they eat.
Like water.
Yeah.
They don't eat water. No, they don't.
Like if we're one chromosome off from being a dolphin, why don't we just?
They consume water. Eat water.
Look, I don't know how a dolphin works. All right, I got no idea.
They're all on board. They don't work.
Yeah.
There's no way. Aren't they vegans? Yeah, sharks make sense. I feel like dolphins gotta be fun.
They are carnivores.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
What?
God damn!
Eat
Oh,
fishes and bottom-dwelling invertebrates.
bro, fuck dolphins.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're evil.
Not even Asman eats fish. Dolphins are
Well,
evil.
I don't know why people eat fish. It
They're
doesn't make any
good.
sense. But so is steak. What are you
Okay, well, didn't they show, like, in some study that the reason that a lot of East Asian people live longer is because their diet, which includes fish?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm just not gonna believe
Oh,
I ever read anymore.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
anytime
yeah,
I
it's
say
probably fake.
yeah, anytime I say
Probably fake,
anything,
yep.
like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah, nah, it's
Nah, he's-
fake news, brother. No,
Fake.
no shot, brother.
Wait,
Fake.
okay, during the fruit tier list, would you be mad if, as a bonus item, I brought you some fish?
Oh,
Oh, dude.
oh God. I would try to look. The only thing I would never eat like a bug. Like I've tried to
That's
eat
fair.
a bug before.
Wait,
and,
would you eat a bug?
Well, cause like it is what it is. And so like I just to see what would happen. But no.
Wait, what kind of bug? Was it alive?
No, I don't think so. And it
You're
was
gonna eat a
like
dead bug?
grasshopper or something like that. Yeah, I was like a kid.
Oh, a
People
lot of
told me I
people eat
wouldn't do
grass.
Yeah, I used to eat cicadas for money.
Really? How much?
$5.
Oh fuck.
That was back when I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, yeah.
And this one time, this
That's
kid.
a lot of money, man.
It was. And this one time, the kid didn't have the $5, and my big brother was there.
They beat the shit out of him.
He grabbed him by the collar of the shirt, and this kid drops to his knees, okay, and just opens his backpack up, just looking for anything to give us.
Oh my
and he
God.
gives us a pack of unbuttered popcorn that wasn't cooked yet,
Yeah.
and a ring pop, and then he threw the kid to the ground.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it was actually.
Fucking fun.
Pops are so good.
I know.
I haven't had a ring pop in like 20 years.
That's crazy.
That you guys still have those?
Yeah, they still have those.
Really? Wow. I did not even know that.
You
Holy
ever proposed? You ever proposed to a girl with a ring pop, like in elementary school or middle school?
shit. I did not.
Did you?
No, bro. I was a loser. I couldn't even talk to girls. Look at me. I'm bald. What am I supposed to do? I've been bald.
Bald in middle school.
I was bald for a period in middle school because I dyed my hair, and then my principal told me that I wasn't allowed to dye my hair.
You had to shave it. You didn't let you dye it back.
That's crazy. I remember it was like 6th grade, 6th or 7th grade. My dad took me to like some place and I got my hair dyed green. And they complained about it. My dad told them to fuck off.
That's sick.
That's it. Yeah, he's like, it is what it is. Don't worry about it.
Wait, how did your dad? Is he around here or no?
Yeah,
Can he come on the show?
maybe. I'm sure
Oh, that
he'd
would be
want to.
sick.
Yeah, to correct all like, because anytime that I tell a story about him,
Yeah.
he will go and then sometimes he will actually call me on stream and he'll be like, okay, yeah, you're full of shit. That's not really what happened. actually what happened was, and I remember one time, there was one time somebody asked me in my chat, they were like, how many hot dogs have you eaten in your whole life? And I'm thinking it's like, 500, 600, 700. And my dad was there. And my dad, who was just like passed out on the couch, woke up and heard this. And out of nowhere, no, you've eaten way more hot dogs than trust me. No, yes, you have. Don't you tell them that. You've eaten way more. It's like, remember going out over to Greg's? Remember back whenever we had those barbecues? You were talking about 1,000 hot dogs minimum. Like, okay. I had no idea.
Well, we should have your dad as a guest on the podcast.
God, that would be.
Here right now. My dad also. My dad calls me after every stream. I usually don't answer. I'm a busy guy. You know how it goes. But when I have the chance to call him, and he used to watch all of the old podcast. He loves it. Like he watches all. He tells me. He like, tells all of his friends about it. It's so cool. Oh, speaking of which, I actually talked to my brother for the first time in like half a year yesterday, and he worked at this school, and I think he was like in Florida, and one of his buddies told him like making an energy drink, and instead he was like, oh, actually you should try my brother's energy drink. He showed him the old one that I used to be sponsored by.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, your brother's Tectone, and he like lost his shit. Like,
So did he watch your stuff?
yes,
Oh my god.
which is crazy. Like that is crazy.
That's weird. And so he wasn't mad or anything like it? Because I remember you told me that girl that recognized you, like, oh, I'm Tectone, and she's like, I thought so, and then she walked away and never talked to you again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's two different types of people. It's either, oh,
Yeah.
Tectones love that guy, or ew.
Yeah.
Tectone. I don't know. I wish there was just like Tectone's okay. I wish there was a middle ground.
Oh, I actually, I love the crazy people. Like, Emmy can attest to this. Like, I was talking to her about it whenever we were in California.
Oh, I remember.
And I screenshot every comment that's made by someone who I think is completely mentally unhinged. I screenshot them, and sometimes I'll scroll through them like I'm looking at a zoo.
No, this came up because I was talking to him about like some weird like community I've seen. He's like, oh, I know. I have screenshots of it on my computer. I was like, you what?
Yep, every that's right. I collect them all, and I have more of them too, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of them. They're absolutely fucking nuts. Yeah, I do the same thing for myself, and like I used to sit there with my mom, and I would read hate threads about myself to her, and she would laugh at them.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
That's funny, honestly. I love that.
And so that's the that was what I would do for so long, and so now I just like I just have to see these and show them to people because they're just so absolutely crazy. People are nuts.
Yeah,
I love
wait,
it.
yeah, you had a screenshot on your phone that you showed me when we were talking about it. I was like, how do you have this ready? It was like specific to what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, the one with like you and Nick, right?
Was it Nick?
Do you want me?
I don't know.
Do you want me to tell what it said?
I don't remember, so sure.
What does it say? Oh, is it bad?
There was a guy, and he made a post, and he said that he liked to rewatch the VODs of Emeru being on Nick's stream because he could delete Nick from his mind and imagine that it was him on a date with Emeru.
Bro, what? That is so fucking weird, dude.
That's right. That's
Dude,
right.
This conversation we had was fucking legendary because I was like complaining about this. I was like, oh yeah, these like weird people. He's like, I know. I have screenshots of
Oh, I
it.
know about him. Yeah, absolutely.
You what?
Oh no, I take it upon myself to know every single depth of depravity that can exist on the internet. Like anything disgusting, anything weird, the most perverted, horrifying, awful things. Not only do I know about them, I know a lot about them.
Here's something that you might not know about.
Okay.
This is gonna ruin your day.
Okay.
You hear about McDonald's new sauce policy?
What the fuck?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, man. If you think Taco Bell's bad with the increase of the Nacho Supreme, are you a big McDonald's guy or no?
Of course.
Of course. Apparently, they're dabbling in the dark arts and thinking about charging per sauce that you ask for.
Nah, there's no way. They said they're thinking about it. There's no way they're going to do that. They're probably going to, this is probably some like elaborate marketing technique where they're going to say that they're going to do it, then they're not going to do it and be like, see, we listen to you guys. We care about you. There's no fucking way they're going to do this because y'all might not remember this, but I fucking do. Whenever you used to go to McDonald's and if you asked for extra sauce, they would just give you a handful of packets. Y'all remember that?
I remember.
Those were the days. And then one day I went there and they said, we can't do that anymore. Each one is 29 cents. Number one, who the fuck has 29 cents? Number two, why? Like everything was going great. We can have as much ketchup as we want, but the moment that it comes to barbecue sauce, suddenly everybody loses their fucking minds. They've got the audacity to charge us, you never get, yeah, McDonald's is now charging for different sauces. Nah, bro, like, cause I actually got McNuggets, like, this is probably like a month ago. So, like, when did this happen? No, this is bullshit. They're
For
lying.
context, McDonald's franchise owners are allowed to charge for sauces if they'd like. These include only giving one sauce for nugget orders of up to 6 nuggets, with every subsequent sauce
Wait,
costing.
no, this.
Oh, no.
7
Oh, there's a
cents.
place here that does that.
No, that's totally fine though. Because like so the usual nugget per sauce ratio is about 5 to 6 to 1 sauce packets.
I agree.
So like what you do is if you get a 10 piece, which is usually what I get, or a 20 piece.
I get a 20.
Oh, I bet. And so you have
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is, right? I mean, you like to eat food. I mean, food's great, right? I mean, what, you don't like food?
No, I love food.
All right, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And so, yeah, you get 4 packets, right? You get 4. And then whenever I get 10, I'll get 2. And that's it. That's it. And so that's actually totally fine. This is alarmism.
Okay, if you're sure.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they forget.
No, they don't. Because I learned whenever I was 7 years old, my mom taught me, check the fucking bag.
Wait, that's a song lyric.
What?
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me. What, you never heard that?
I probably
You quoted that like word for
Well,
word.
that's what happened.
That's
okay?
crazy.
Yeah, it was. Like today, remember last week whenever I said I got a diet fucking Pepsi? That shit didn't happen this time because I checked my drink before I even drove out the drive-thru.
That actually
I was ready.
it blows my fucking mind that you go to Taco Bell and you get a diet Pepsi or a Pepsi. That's crazy.
What's wrong?
Is that all you get?
No, I got some food.
You don't get the Baja Blast.
Sometimes I'll get 2 and I'll
Yeah.
drink both. I'll like dual them.
Yeah, because dude, Baja Blast. I remember that when that shit like came out.
Mhm.
You used to call it God's Nectar. It was Baja Blast. We call it God's Nectar, as well as au jus sauce from Arby's. You ever get that?
Oh, juice.
Au jus sauce from Arby's.
I've never heard of that.
Bro, it's crazy. So I don't know how they do it. This is how I imagine. This is my head
Yeah.
canon. So it tastes like meat sauce. So I imagine as they're cooking the meat, it like goes into like a little vat, and then like they scoop out the meat drippings, and you can dip your sandwich back into it. It's
Oh,
so
meat
good.
sauce?
Yeah, but apparently, this also could just be wrong. They get like water and they pour some seasoning into it, which would be way lamer.
I don't even know. I have no idea. Like,
There's no way.
Yeah, I have no. I like to separate the art from the artist, so I don't really care
No,
about
fast
as
food
long as it
places
tastes good.
do tricks. Like McDonald's got in trouble a long time ago because they cooked their French fries in beef fat, and a bunch of vegan people were really upset.
pussies.
Well, there's not either.
Well, they
ice candy and they cooked in meat sauce without somebody being pissed off.
I don't know.
Wait, look, there's a Reddit comment. As a former Arby's employee, yes, that's how they make it. A packet of spice powder and hot water.
Yeah, it's,
See, like, that's the thing is you never want to find out what's behind the curtain. Like, I know that the odds are that whenever I get a McNugget, this was like some weird pink chicken-like substance that just got microwaved and then they're serving it to me.
Yeah.
But whenever I bite into it, I can imagine that I'm just eating, you know, a pure raw piece of chicken with some nice breading around it. And I can just imagine that and I'm totally fine.
we're part of the problem, and here's why.
Why?
We just went onto Reddit, and we
Yeah.
just listened to a comment from Bitterbug92.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Just because he
horrible.
said,
Well, actually, as a former employee, this is how it's done, actually.
we are so part of the problem.
Wait, you're actually right.
Because why the fuck are we believing this loser? I'll say right, if it ain't a .gov, I ain't believing that shit. Okay?
And if it is, I certainly ain't believing it, brother. I tell you that right now.
Government's trying to poison us.
Yep.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Steak and Eggs listeners. Emeru here, and let me tell you, if you're in the market for some new clothes, you gotta check out OTKnetwork.com. Our apparel is so good. We've got everything from cozy hoodies to sleek crew necks to snug joggers. And let me tell you, these joggers are the real deal. I wear them all the time, and they're made with high quality materials that are built to last. But here's the best part. Use the code STEAK, STEAK, at checkout for a sweet 15% off your order. That's right, just type in STEAK at checkout and watch the savings pile up. So don't wait. Get yourself some fresh new clothes from OTKnetwork.com.
No, because this is a whole issue that I've experienced.
Yeah.
Okay? Where it's people go onto the internet and they say, actually, I'm part of this community. And you're a bitch. And they start causing issues. They start causing problems. I'm like, I'm going to just bring it up. You tell me if this is too far. So, like, the LGBTQ community, right? I feel, this is my opinion, I feel like people just lie and say, oh, actually, I'm from the LGBT community. And they just say all this horrible shit to try to paint them in a
You're talking
horrible
about
light.
the Silvervale thing, right?
Which, by the way,
Okay.
Silvervale and I are very close friends. Like, I love her
Lucky guy.
so much. She's
And
amazing.
so here's actually what happened. I mean, did you actually see how people got mad at her?
Silvervale?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she said she was getting like death threats and like
yeah.
her friends were being doxxed
Well, but like why it was happening?
because she was playing Hogwarts.
So basically, there is a people are going into Silvervale's chat, and they were trying to type the word trans into the chat, and the word was filtered, and they couldn't do it, so they could not type the word trans. So of course, what they thought is that Silvervale is trying to erase trans people, obviously, and so they went to Twitter, assuming this was the case, and they were calling for like cancel Silvervale. We hate Silvervale. The truth is, though, that actually the Twitch auto mod put that word in there, and Twitch auto mod was doing this, and they were blaming Silvervale for it the entire time. So they were just completely fucking wrong, going off of something that didn't even happen. And that's why people were getting mad at her. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like Tectone is right though that sometimes like communities that are anti-LGBT or anti-trans and stuff like this happens, they're like, oh, this is our chance to make them look really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, be like, I'm a trans person, then go attack someone when they're just like trying to make these communities look really bad.
Oh, I had the same thing, and Asm's probably had this happen before too. Like, there would be like an issue in like a video game community that I would play, and then people would say, actually, like I'm part of the Tectone community, and even I think his actions are crazy, or I'm part of the Tectone community, then say like a whole bunch of horrible shit. Because, like, bro, anybody can type that. Like, unless you have like a badge that says like day one founder on your name, like you can just lie. Like, how are you gonna prove that's wrong? Like, do people just believe way too much shit they see on Reddit? It actually drives me nuts. That's a battle that I'll never be able to like win, because it's just like, bro, people believe whatever they see. It's
I wonder
so bad.
how many, like, I don't think it was like really a majority. I think usually, and this is what happens with everything, is anytime something bad happens, I remember this happened on January 6th. People were like, oh, it was feds trying to get people to go into the Capitol. And then like with this, or think it's people pretending to be LGBT and they're not. There's plenty of crazy people that are in plenty of everything, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it is. But the truth is that you guys are right. There were actually people that they didn't want me to play Final Fantasy 14. So they went and they decided that they would attack me for not playing Final Fantasy 14 and act like unhinged Final Fantasy psychos, and then hopefully push me away from the game enough to where I would stop playing it. And I caught one of these fuckers because I saw him typing it, and I checked his logs, and I scrolled up to like October, 2022 or something like that. And it's like, hey man, I really love you playing WoW. Like, when are you gonna play WoW anymore? I love WoW. Like, please stop playing Final Fantasy. So they're completely pretending to be somebody else just to give that group a bad name.
Yep.
It's nuts. I couldn't even believe it whenever I saw it.
It's so bad. Like,
oh yeah. Well, people just go for the throat too much on the internet, like they just get too mad, too emotionally attached to stuff, and they just get like way too worked up over like fucking stupid shit, like, and just like making a mountain out of a molehill, because it's like these people have no real problems, and then they go on the internet and they're trying to wage war as if they do, and I hate that. It drives me crazy. Because, like, I think a lot of people, they want to find somebody who is that bad person that they can attack and get angry at and feel like they're in the right for it.
Oh,
and that's why I think it just keeps happening. Whether it was like, I mean, it's happened to you recently, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's been happening to me for 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you're lucky. You don't deal with that, but we do.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been as invested in a community.
Well, you don't sit there and give hot takes for 6 hours a day.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't sit there and like, all right, let's see, what's the most controversial and polarizing thing? Okay, I got it.
I just don't like getting into that stuff. Like, I don't find it. No, I don't.
Why?
It just doesn't feel worth it to me. Like, I guess, like, it's because of what you're talking about with just, like, people getting super invested into it. For me, I'm just like, I would just rather just play a game and mind my business. But I totally get why you guys talk about it, because it is good to express your opinions on things. But
the thing is,
I'm just an opinionated asshole.
I'm saying. The thing is, like,
so that's why.
It can be so minuscule. Like, I've had people who, like, hate me, like, actually hate, because I don't like Attack on Titans anymore. Like, that's it. That's such a
Well, I have kind of had experiences like that. Like, when I was more into League, now I kind of just, like, do whatever I want. But, like, for example, like, I guess it's, like, kind of like where, like, you'll have, like, one small opinion and it gets misconstrued. I said, like, so you play League, right?
Yeah, of course.
Someone asked why I don't play Lux, and Lux was, like, a very popular character with girls at the time. Yeah. And I said, like, I just don't, like, find her very fun or, like, interesting to play. And that, yeah, it turned into people saying that I think that I'm better than other girls.
Yeah, no, I know how these.
Or like, Tectone.
Yeah, my bad.
You're better than me. Just say it.
I know, my bad. I love farming that shit from the remote. Like, you said that I'm the reason why your chat is toxic. That shit is so funny to me, dude.
It's your fault that the chat's toxic.
That's what every day.
No, that's not what I said.
That's
Well,
probably true.
they feed off of energy, right? And
Yeah.
they come in and just antagonize me.
I love it.
So they antagonize you.
Yep.
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I actually had a conversation with my chat when I first started getting really big, like going from like 2-3K viewers to like 10-15. I was like, guys, I want you to stop being so fucking nice to me. It's weirding me the fuck out. So now my chat's just like really like, they just shit on me, but that's what I want.
Yeah, no, you have talked to me about this. I actually have a similar issue where, like, I think I have a lot of the times a too accepting chat. Like, I'll do something like,
I think that's bad. Yeah.
I think it's
Having
also
an
bad
echo
as well.
chamber.
Well, I think it's great.
Because I was
Personally, like, whenever somebody disagrees with me, bad take, okay, you're banned.
no, I
Done.
No,
I
not
watched
that,
a video
but
on
it's
that.
like, I feel like it's good if like your community can be like, we disagree on that.
The thing is, dude, my chat can be so funny when they're dickheads, but sometimes they're just like too nice. Like, you know what, Techie? You're all right. All the time, I'm like, bro, did you see what I just did? Like, I'm fucked up. I actually wish they would shit on me. I was watching your video, and it was like, somebody causes issues, ban them. And I'll be real, that also works. So I can't tell which one I want.
So effective.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many people don't realize that. You just ban them and they disappear. Problem solved. And if there's another person that gets mad about that, ban them too.
So here's my theory on why I don't think I will do that. I feel like there's more people on Earth who will dislike me or hate me first. And in order to have a faster chat, I need to embody the it's okay to hate mentality. That way when they come into a chat, they see all these people like being like, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. They can join the herds of the hatred farm.
that because I don't want to feel like, I don't know, like I just like there to be like a bit of separation between me and my chat, if that makes sense. But also like I don't really care when people come in and have different opinions from me. But one, I don't do like the opinions and takes like you do, like you said. But also like I just view myself as like a character on stream, and my chat's like an entity. So like people come and be like, this bitch R-worded, and I'm like, yeah, and I just like I don't know, I just don't care.
Dude, I was talking to my chat the other day, and it was shocking because this one dude's in a dono, and it was a sub, and it was like 36 months, and it was like crazy how I started off hating your fucking guts, and now I've been here for 3 years, and then people were like, oh, mega lol, true, same.
I get that all the time too.
I feel like I have the world's worst first impression.
I think people either really like me or really hate me. There's not a lot of people that are just completely neutral, and I'm totally fine with that. And it's like I don't need to appeal to everybody, and there's going to be people that disagree. Well, they're all wrong, and so that's all there is to it. Problem fucking solved. Yeah, I never worry about it. Like I think that like banter and stuff like that is fine, but it's kind of like that weird thing where you have people that are a little bit too hostile and too aggressive.
Yeah, they go too far.
Yeah, they go too far, and I think that's kind of like, I remember I dealt with that a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
So like now I'm just like, anytime I see anything similar to that, and I'm like, nah, bro, like we're not doing this again. Yeah, it's not happening.
Speaking of things that we should do,
Yeah.
I would really like to take you out to a sushi restaurant for a steak and eggs special.
Oh my god.
I feel like he's gonna die.
No, but like just imagine there's like a short, like there's a little special where we all go out, have some nice sushi, we talk.
Probably throw up.
And Asmongold throws up on camera.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
that'd
you
be
have to
awesome.
get him some food that's like more like
Like a palate cleanser, like have some spicy
get him
nuggets
like
on the
some
side.
teriyaki chicken and rice or something, and then just give him like some like
So we'll get him
sashimi.
we'll get him the A5 Wagyu risotto, which is always
Okay.
good, and then the A5 Wagyu hot pot, as well as the 24-hour slow cooked sous vide pork ribs. That's gotta sound good.
Okay. Yes.
Right.
All that sounds good.
And then we just give him a couple pieces of salmon, flounder, tuna. See what he likes. If he likes it, cool. If he doesn't, spit it out.
I've eaten hamburger meat raw.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, because my friend, they were cooking and they weren't done. Like, I got there late and I felt bad for having them cook another one up for me, so I just ate it. And it was like maybe cooked like just a tiny bit, but like that shit was cold and pink in the middle.
Wait, you just brought up a repressed memory that I try to forget. I used to eat raw steaks.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
You're a freak.
Why? How old were
Because,
you?
like, I was like 15 or
Oh shit. Okay, so this was like a
No,
like a
they weren't.
5-year-old.
No, they weren't like straight up raw. Like, I really liked blue steak.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
where it's like, like more than rare and it's still bleeding. But I like really liked blue steak. And my grandma, she would do this thing where she would put the steak in the microwave for like a minute so it was warm, but still like completely bleeding, and I would just eat the whole thing.
So
That's
here's
crazy.
the thing. Actually, they're not bleeding. Actually, it's just liquid that is the color pink or red. It's not blood.
Well, it was delicious.
Yeah, I know it's really good.
Oh
But
my
I
god.
stopped
I've never
doing it
eaten that.
because my dad got mad and said I was gonna die. So
So
There's no way. People probably did that shit all the time back in the day. But I mean, to be fair, like their lifespan was like 40 years, so like maybe he
it was also like actually fresh, like stuff at those supermarkets.
even the rarest
Yeah.
of reddest steaks is actually bloodless. Instead, what you're looking at is a combination of water with 75% of meat and a protein found in muscle tissue called myoglobin.
Well, myoglobin, fucking delicious.
So I realized we have a superpower now.
Yeah.
Anytime we say anything wrong, it'll be corrected.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say shit, and because I don't know if it's true or not.
No, you should
Yeah.
say shit wrong on purpose because then it drives people to comment.
That's what I did to Asma
Yeah.
the other day. You were reacting to Genshin Impact video, so I just
Oh my god. Oh.
So Asman was watching a
I was like
video.
30 minutes into like a 50-minute review, so I've been reacting to this for like an hour, right?
Yeah.
And so Tectone comes in and he's like, "What did you say?"
I said that a new character gets released every 2 months and it power creeps all the old ones anyways.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I just love making shit the fuck up for the Genshin community. Like,
Yeah.
spreading misinformation for Genshin is so funny to me. It is the funniest shit. And you uploaded the video to it.
I
you
did.
see the comments?
No, I did not. Were they all fucking mad?
Fuck you, Tectone. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
So
That is insane.
yeah, because it was, I can't remember who it was who said it. But we did a thing where we would purposefully say one thing slightly wrong on TikTok. Because if you
Yeah.
did that, in the comments, they would comment. They would actually, right?
I think I said that, but I think our editor already knew it. If you misspell one word, half the comments will be it, and it'll make your video like get pushed to the algorithm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is why right now, with no context, we're gonna flip Emiru's head upside down. Okay, just for like 30 seconds.
Why do we have to do that? Wait, you guys saw like the wonky eye edit and the finger edit and the
Oh, I
forehead
saw
Some
it.
people thought the forehead edit was real.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean thought it was real?
Please don't do it.
Well, then check it again.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna make it even
edit.
taller. Make it taller.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, okay, it did
Yeah,
get taller.
It's fine.
That's nuts. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that reminds me of my own. Oh wow, that is just not good at all. But yeah, no, I do the same thing. Like I will mispronounce things wrong on purpose all the fucking time, just to fuck with people, and like just especially whenever it's a really really simple word, I will just say it wrong.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, "What? Why is you saying it like this?" Or say it with like some weird inflection that doesn't make any sense. Like focus on like the ass part of a word, and just fucking just to get people like, "What the fuck are you talking about, you weirdo?" Like, stop it.
Yeah, my dad, he saw you for the first time the other day. My dad, he's like old war vet. He does dumb shit, but he's like, so we got Emiru, and then we have my ass is gold.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, dude. I bet he thought he was hilarious when he said that shit too.
Oh yeah. No, I had a friend, and like his dad went, and he was there. His dad was there drunk with all of his friends, and they were like, "What's that game all y'all play? That stupid ass computer game you sitting inside playing all day? World of what? Oh, World of Warcraft. What's your name on there?" And I said, Asmongold. They're like, Assmongler. Holy shit. And I'm like, no, it's Asmongold. And then he just turns around, ignores me, and he's like, to all of his friends in front of me and my friend, like, he's like, Assmongler. God damn, these kids, they really something, ain't they? Wow. What is wrong with them? And then they're all just laughing at me, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's why I have the name there. That's why I've used it for so long.
Is that actually why you use it for that long?
Assmongler.
Assmongler. That's a
It
badass
took him
name.
8 years to figure it out.
8 years?
Yep.
Damn.
He's also been borrowing my PlayStation 2 since 2008.
I feel like that's just called stealing, no? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I saw it there, and he's still playing like, NBA 2006, something like that. Yep, still playing it.
Damn.
I hope
in the past.
I hope I'm not like that. Like there was a period of me where I was probably becoming a little bit of a boomer, where I was like, what I grew up with,
Yeah.
I don't touch it, right? But then eventually, because I skipped the PS3 generation, which I would watch other people play. I have stories of some crazy shit that happened when I was watching people play PS3. But I used to be like PS2, like that's it, that's the best console. I ain't touching shit.
Yeah.
But I got a PS5 recently. And I played, the remake of Demon Souls, probably?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's a good game.
It was so good.
It is actually absurdly good. I would say it's better than I think it's better than Dark Souls.
The gameplay is better. It's super, like, very surface level, so you can't really, it doesn't have a lot of replayability. But, like, the fluidity, like, I think it's Bluehole that made it, absolutely fucking perfect. So, yeah, I totally agree with you there.
If you use any pyro ability, you just dumb shit the game.
Totally.
It's crazy.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I mean, I remember like I used to kind of feel the same way, where like I would just like always be stuck in the past and like think that stuff that kids are into is stupid. But then like a lot of my friends got older and got new jobs and started doing more. And I'm like, you know what? At least I had to have fun. Yeah, it's not a problem. Like I remember I watched Tyson. Like the first video I ever watched of it was like a year ago, and it was him and his friends in like this nice fucking mansion they had rented out, shooting bottle rockets at each other in the house. And I was like, oh my god, this is what I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is great. They're living my dream. This is incredible. I love this. And then after that, I was like, you know what? The kids are all right.
This conversation reminds me, you started playing Valorant the other
Yeah, what was
day.
that about?
How's that been going?
Well, I have not had a game where I've been a positive death ratio, but we're working on it.
Do you have experience with FPS? Like you ever played CS:GO?
I played PUBG.
PUBG.
Oh, I played a lot of PUBG, but the thing is with PUBG is that all I had to do is sit behind a tree, they walk by me, I shoot them in the back. And so problem fucking solved. But with
You can do that in Valorant too.
sometimes.
Not as well.
Yeah, not as well, but you kind of can.
Yeah, no, I've been playing it. I've been trying to get more into it because it's like a lot of people play Valorant.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's one of those like social games.
Yeah, Valorant's the game like everyone kind of dabbles in now.
I really wish that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
What game would you pick? Like Fortnite?
Fortnite, maybe.
I love Fortnite.
That's a good ass game.
Yeah.
Right.
Fortnite's just not as competitive. I feel like that's like
And I
the
think
thing
that's
missing.
why it's awesome.
It was the weirdest fucking thing in Valorant too. Like I queued into a match and there were 2 girls on my team.
A lot of girls play Valorant.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I love that shit.
I've never, like, this is like, because I come from Warcraft, right? Where it's pretty much just dudes. And like also like other games, it's pretty much just dudes. And now in my channel, I think my channel is 98% men. Like I'm talking about, this is a sausage fest. And so anyway, there were 2 girls, and then they would, at the end of the match, or like the round, they would be like, oh, good try. And it's like, bro, he just died. Like, call him garbage. Like, what do you mean? Like, bro, he just literally fucked up. Like, I just started playing this game yesterday, and I know he fucked up. Like, but they're like, oh, you know, it's okay. You did good. Like, okay, see you later. Bye. And it's like, I can't imagine not malding.
No, there's still mauled lobbies in Valorant.
I feel like you just gotta get to you gotta get the higher ranked experience from all lobby.
Yeah.
You're playing with like the new players.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I wasn't ranked.
Yeah.
So I think that's where everybody just goes to chill out.
Here's why I hate ranked competitive games. Because I used to be one of the losers who would be like, so I would wake up, smoke like 3-4 cigarettes of Camel Crushes, pound a full throttle, go online at like 1 p.m. and then grind League of Legends ranked for 15 hours.
Right.
Go from gold 3, 78 LP to like gold 2, 40 LP, and then be like,
That's so real.
that was a productive day.
Yep. Right.
I'm like, bro, I'm a loser, man.
Yep.
Like,
Bro, that is so real.
I know, because I used to say, oh, my accolades in video games would be like almost like substitute any type of real worth I had outside of the computer world. It was so unhealthy.
Did you do competitive WoW? I actually don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did a lot of that. I mean, back in the day, like I had like some of the highest, I had like all the achievements in the game, and I made like all these guides in the game. The reason why I started making WoW guides, straight up, ego Andy, I thought everybody else that made WoW guides didn't look like the front end of the
I made guides too.
That's why I did gotcha guides too. That's why I did gotcha guides.
We all did guides.
Yep.
Before
Because everybody else was stupid besides me.
before TikTok, I think like that Mario clip on TikTok, the most viewed thing I ever did was a Jinx guide for League. I have the most viewed Jinx guide in the world.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
With old Emerald?
Yeah.
How do you look older when you were younger, and you look younger?
So it's a so I was
Contouring,
trying to contouring.
Yeah.
I was trying to look older because everyone that I hung out with was older, so I was kind of like didn't like being younger.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I would wear like twice as much makeup as I do now. People think I wear more makeup now because I look younger, but it's not. I wear less. I would wear like dark colors and stuff.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
It's not a secret that I'm loud. I'm pretty sure everyone in the Austin area can hear me doing this ad read right now. But you know what aren't loud? Starforge Systems computers. Not only are their computers quieter than Killua's footsteps, but they're faster than Saitama's as well. The decision is simple. Get yourself the computer that will always win the power scaling discussion. Starforge Systems. Starforge Systems has computers for first-time gamers all the way to PCs built for even the biggest streamers. Check out starforgesystems.com and get your new computer today. Oh, here's something you don't know. Okay. So I saw your How to Be an Elitist video.
Oh yeah, that was a classic.
And I think did you do things for Mythic Plus?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't do guides though, did you?
I did.
Okay, if you did guides, I think I might have
At
watched.
the very beginning of it, I stopped.
Did you delete those?
No.
No? I can't find them.
I don't know.
Because I was trying to confirm the story in my head a while ago.
Guides kind of get buried if you don't update them.
Yeah.
Really.
But I had a gold in every single Mythic Plus, except for one, because I was waiting to get it done with my buddy. I'm not gonna say his name. He's a weird guy now, which sucks. But I was missing one achievement, one more gold to get like it was like the full like set. Like you got the what? You got the weapon?
Oh, you're talking about so you're talking either Mists of Pandaria or Warroad to Draenor. You're talking
It was
about challenge modes. Not Mythic Plus.
Sorry, challenge.
Yeah,
mode,
I know what you mean. And if you're talking about weapon, that was from Warroad to Draenor.
Yeah, it was Draenor. And I was one off gold. I didn't do it because my buddy could not fix the internet, so I didn't get it. There was a challenge mode done where you get like a seesaw, and then you would sit on it, and it would morph you through the wall, and then you would get off it, and then you would jump off it, and then you would glide down the end.
That's right.
You remember that shit?
Cheating.
That shit was great.
Always cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yup.
Like I do that all the time. And like now, like one of the funniest fucking things. We were doing the new WoW expansions like maybe a couple months ago, and like we found this boss. This is like a world boss that you can kill him and keep getting him over and over and over. And like we had like a thousand, like 200 or 300 people there farming this thing over and over and over. Blizzard hot fixes it in the middle of the stream, and everybody immediately, we looted it once and it didn't drop anything. We're like, what the fuck? Okay, looted it again. It didn't drop anything. Everybody started running away. They all got on their mounts. And they're like, get away, boys! We don't want Blizzard to get us. It was the funniest fucking thing. Oh my god. That's why I love streaming MMOs. They're so fun to me. Oh my god, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I would say
flying away in different directions.
Hey, they can't get us all. Yeah, like week 1, week 2 of streaming an MMO. It's like a so good. There's nothing else. There's no way to describe it. It is just the best. Like everybody's hyped, everybody's crying. People are like some of these people are alive for like 48 hours. You see like Shroud. I always find it so funny whenever I see Shroud playing an MMO.
Yeah.
Because he used to be like god of FPS. I used to watch him all the time, him and Dr. Disrespect. And just seeing him grind MMOs, the same passion he had for FPS is so cool to me.
Oh yeah.
Like everybody comes by grinding New World that happened. I mean, even Tower of Fantasy, there's people grinding that shit too.
Oh, I grinded the shit out of it.
Yep.
I played that game a lot, and then I just kind of stopped because I just kept hitting the daily caps.
Yep.
I was gonna play it again, but I just kind of haven't. It's just kind of got out of my head. I don't know. I played that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you like it?
I played it mostly when sponsored, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I was surprised.
I was too. I was expecting it to be total garbage, and it was just like, it was okay. It wasn't really that bad. Yeah, some of the combat was decent enough.
I liked it until I didn't, and then I started liking it again whenever I got sponsored. I don't like it too much.
Oh yeah, I know how that works.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, just like you're live.
I don't understand how you guys keep getting these sponsors that I have to play for fucking free.
I don't know.
This is, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, actually, I do know what it is. There's actually a fun fact. So for streamers, there's like this sweet spot.
Yeah, I think you're too big.
You're too big, and that's why you get shafted, right? Like the sweet spot for sponsors is like 3 to 5K, and you get like infinite sponsors, like 3K to 5K concurrent viewership.
Fuck.
And you get like every sponsor, like no joke.
I get like 5 to 6 offers a month.
Yeah. And so you get like the 10 to 12, 15K
Meanwhile,
range.
Tectones gets like 20 a month.
No, I get more than that. And then
It's like 50 a month.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't take them all.
Okay.
Yeah, the sweet spot is like 3 to 5K. Like you can still get sponsors under 3K, and then like when you're in like the 10K plus range, it's hard. 20K plus is really, really hard.
Yeah.
I remember I would get like one sponsor a quarter back whenever I streamed on my main channel.
Oh wait, something else with me? I get more sponsor offers because I'm female. There's not as many female streamers in my bracket.
Yeah, I could go into so much with certain people who get more offers because of certain things that they don't really have control over. But it's very interesting. So yeah, like a lot of people think that like, oh, this person has 20,000 viewers. They must be like a multi-billionaire because this person has this amount of viewers. In reality, it's like there's a certain point where like you'll get like extra ads, but like sponsors, and I'm sure we probably all agree that sponsors are the majority of where the majority of our money comes from. Is that not the case for you?
He doesn't really do sponsors.
I do sponsors
Oh, you do?
regularly. You know, I did that Honkai Star Rail, and then there's another one I did. I forgot what it was. And no, I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, you get a lot, and it's too bad revenue.
Oh yeah,
a lot. So yeah, I mean, I don't really worry about it that much.
The thing that I was worried about is that for like VTubers, which is a community that I love a lot, you know, like Silvervale, Buff Up, all of these, Shoujo, Shy Lily, all of them. Speaking of which, Shy Lily is nominated for like VTuber of the Year, which just made me so happy because she's like
crazy.
she's working really hard. I appreciate it a lot.
Wow.
But VTubers are very like they're a very positive community. They're a very like happy, like hee hee ha ha, nothing's wrong community. And so like a lot of them don't talk about like the business side of like content creating.
Oh yeah.
And I was finding out that there were VTubers that I had the same CCV as, which means I guess cost per mile or something.
Cost per mile.
Yeah.
CCV
CPM.
CCV is concurrent viewers. CPM is cost per mile.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is 1,000 every 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, I had the same concurrent viewer count as another streamer. I'm not gonna say who it is, and we had the same offer. Okay, but the VTubers, they don't talk business with anybody. So a lot of VTubers come to me to like ask me about like what deal should I accept? Is this a good rate? All this because I love talking about that to help people with their sponsors. I wasn't getting paid twice as much. I wasn't getting paid 4 times as much. I was getting paid 50 times what they were getting paid for the same sponsor, for the same delivery as the other VTuber. They thought it was good.
Yep, that's right.
And so they accepted it. And then they told another streamer, wow, I got this much money for this sponsor. And the other one thought, oh, wow, I'm getting double theirs.
Yeah.
This must be good.
Yeah.
And I just hear all these people getting
Yep.
It's probably their agency, right? That's taking advantage of them.
A lot of them were independent. They weren't represented.
Oh, so
Yeah.
That's why it's happening.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there was a day where I no joke, I put out a tweet saying like, this is happening to VTubers. I will help you if you want to talk. I spent the next like anywhere between 12 to 14 hours of just talking to every single VTuber that DM me at length.
Yeah.
Because like it was absurd. Because like I don't know if people get this, but like there ain't no way anybody gonna hire me after I'm done being a content creator. There ain't no.
You don't think so?
Do you think so? I feel like
Oh, people would hire me. Yeah, sure.
There's stuff you can do.
Okay.
You can work at like
The thing is, like, like any job that I've been at 2 jobs, or it's not a lot, but like any job, if you show up to work on time and you do your job, you are automatically in the top 50%. You are automatically above like half of the people that are working there because they're showing up late, they're complaining, they're fucking up their job, they're doing something wrong, they're annoying or something like that. So if you just don't do that, people will be totally fine with you.
Okay, I guess I'm under the doomer mentality, which is kind of frequent now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Where I think the moment I'm done content creating, I have no way to get any more income. So I try to be very careful with that. So my plan is make as much money as I possibly can, and then whenever I fall off and I'm done, I can't do anymore.
Right.
I'm gonna sell everything that I own, get like a bachelor and a computer and a bed, and then just live in that little cave until I'm just dead. That's my plan.
I mean, did you ever have a job before streaming?
No.
I did.
Okay.
I've never been employed. Well,
I've never heard my own dream repeated by somebody, but that man just said it. I figured if I could make $25,000 a year doing this without having to show myself or get shot on my front doorstep by the mentally ill people who watch my stream and threaten my family, I would be happy and I could live in this tiny little place that's like 700 square feet, like a fucking pauper for the rest of my fucking life and go to sleep with my queen size bed and my 20-year-old TVs that are about to die and all this shit. And I'd be very happy. I think these people that are making 10 million are fucking insane. Like I think they hit the only bubble that's going to happen in this, and I think that this kind of money is going to go away. It always does. No heyday ever lasts. I've never heard of it ever lasting. The only time it's ever stayed is if you're dealing in heroin, pretty much. The heroin heyday and cocaine heyday just never ended. It never really ended. Dealing wise, money wise, but the rest of almost everything else in mankind's history ends at some point. You can't just have like there's like bull and what is it? It's like bull and bush, I think, or something. I forget what it's called. When stock or something is going upwards, it's like bull or run. I forget. It's been a while since I've done the Forex. And to hear that guy repeat my own life dream at me, it really makes me feel, and he's successful. He's making like 10, 20 million a year, I think. Like that guy, I mean, sorry, he's not making that much. He's making like 3 to 10 million a year right now. I guarantee it, because they're always putting out videos. He's got 3 podcasts and a stream and all this stuff. I don't give a living shit about that. I'd be okay with 25 grand a year as some kind of like salaried content provider. Really, I want insurance, and I want what's the word? Not insurance, but I want stability. And I look at this job and I think it's the most scary feast and famine job I've ever worked. And I've done taxi, I've done driving, I've done all kinds of things. Feast and famine, it terrifies me, and I won't ever do it in my life again. And this job's absolutely like that. So I one of the things I knew going into this is I was going to be terrified to ask for money, like I'm about to do right now. But I went into it terrified. Now I just want to do a stationed identification. Say, if you wish to donate to skycat.live, I'm a full-time variety gamer all day, every day. Put me on the background. I'm on YouTube these days, but click on the cast face to donate, because I'll never be an affiliate of YouTube. And it's not like I'm trying to shill here. I'm done. That's all the self-promotion I'm going to do right now. I'm just talking about, like, you know, his dream. What he just said is so close to my dream that, like, and I don't want to work a normal job because I don't get along with humans very well. It was very clear in the first 2 years of streaming that I did this. I've been at this for I believe exactly a year and 10 months or something like that, or a little bit less, like a year and 8 or 9 months. I don't know what it's at. But at the end of it, I was like, I don't want clout. I don't want their loyalty. I don't care if they watch someone else. I don't think they're ever going to pay me much money. I don't think they'll deal with me any more than any other human has ever dealt with me. I think they'll pariah me if I'm ever successful, which is what every other human and every other fucking venue I've ever been in has done, from being a lead singer to a taxi driver to a drug dealer to everything else I've ever done. You know, like, someone always muscled me out or shut it down the second I got there. Like, pretty much, you know what was funny? The first couple of months that I did Twitch, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos about what to do when you're on Twitch, and every single video I saw from the last 3 months, I wanted current stuff from, you know, like first quarter 2022. It was first quarter 2022. I started in, like, I believe it was like December or February. I forget, January. It's either December, January, or February of 22. I really don't remember. I can go back in the Twitch. I think it's February 6th is what we found it was. It was like February 6th or something like that. And so, yes, so February 2022 hasn't been that long now, has it? It's been only like a year and 6 or 7 months, I think. 7, 8 months. It's not been that long. I still feel young and I still feel good at this and not jaded. And the only reason I bring this up is like, I thought I was going into it with this crazy assumption that I was doing the business ethics better than than everybody else in the scene, and I really still felt this till I heard him speak. And when he uttered my own dream, which was like, yeah, I'm gonna take whatever money I get doing this, I'm gonna liquefy all of it at the end. I'll live the lifestyle if they need me to do the cloud. I'll even do Kai Cenat. I don't fucking care. I'll run a riot. I don't give a flying fuck about, like, I give a flying fuck about being a spectacle, but the sheer masses of humanity does not scare me. Neither does public speaking or any of that other stuff. So now I'm like, now I looking at it like, I can't talk like this all day, every day. It'll wreck my throat. It'll wreck my mind. It'll wreck my body and all this. And I pulled back just this month. I was like, yeah, health reasons are a good reason to slow it down a bit and switch venues and get off of Twitch and go to YouTube and stop fucking streaming live, because I just get stream sniped and pissed off by people and not catering to people that I don't know and trying to act like I'm their best friend when honestly I don't have any friends. I'm sorry, I have many friends. I even talked to my friend today for like 3 hours today, just like a real life friend I talked to for like 3 hours today. But like, it doesn't matter that's happening. I don't keep friends around. I'm friends with my family, and that's about it. So like, this thing about I need to be in your life, or you need to be in my life, or I need you, or I need your approval, or any of this other stuff, that was difficult for me to ever want. Like, I think every other streamer wants. I think every other streamer out there wants some kind of validation. I think their entire generation from Doomer to Zoomer has something called, and I know because my best friend has it terribly bad, about. She educated me about it and how really important and big of it is. Something about the newest two generations, they've formed stuff like mental issues around body dysphoria, or the more common one is when you think you're fake, imposter syndrome, right? And I suffer from these things, but not like they do. And I was not raised to fear it or any of that stuff. My mother's generation was raised to fear fat people and all this other stuff. You know, my mother fears being fat the most of anything. It's just kind of crazy. And, you know, like now I look at it like, you know, I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but where I was going with this is it was very much a surprise for me to hear him utter my own dream almost basically verbatim when the bubble ends, and any interest that I'm going to get, which I figured would be zero, honestly. I realize it's loser talk, but I'm going to say it. I really figured my interest, so I was very surprised when I got to 1,000 follows legitimately. I was very surprised. I was like, I've never met anybody in my life who could stand me. I don't know why these people would be able to either. And so I was just like, okay, well, wow, apparently I can do this. And then I got like 100 hits on Kick. I got 100 follows on Kick without trying even. I didn't even monitor the chat for the year that I did Kick, and I didn't even pay attention to Kick, and I pulled something like 130 follows there, and all in all, it ended up being like 4,400 or something like that. I have 20, I'm not bragging, I'm just talking about the numbers. After 20,000 hours of streaming, and I don't know how many hours of videos and recording and stuff, it's something up in like 80,000 or something like there. I don't know what I don't know what the future holds, but I'll tell you this. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with anyone else. I don't think it has anything to do with the people in my channel. I don't think it has anything to do with like an agent or